Steve Baker. Is lunar dust especially harmful to humans? If so, how would we encounter it? Moon dust isn't chemically much different from powdered rock here on Earth, but the big problem is the shape of the microscopic dust particles. Here on Earth, rock dust is smoothed off by erosion and friction as it's moved around by wind, water, and gravity. Sand grains are very smooth, like this. But moon dust looks like this under a microscope. This is one dust grain. Some of it looks like this. This reminds me of a Stone Age flint axe blade, and it's clearly just as sharp. So this isn't something you want in your lungs or into your eyes or your digestive tract. We've evolved to cough up nice smooth sand grains and our eyes water to wash them away, but tiny axe blades, not so much so. Worse still, when you're actually on the moon in low gravity, dust grains can stay in the air for much longer than on Earth, and if some of it rides to space with you and starts floating around in 0 G, it's a disaster. We may find similar problems on Mars, but there is wind erosion, so it is to a lesser degree. Sadly, Mars dust adds a chemical problem because it's laced with calcium perchlorate. The levels of this stuff in Martian soil is about 0.5%, which is sufficient to be considered toxic to humans. Spacesuits will protect us when we're outdoors, but these sharp little blades stick to the outside of the suit and may become loose in the airlock and then tracked into the habitat over time. The moon dust is also easily subjected to a buildup of static electricity. Eugene Cernan, Apollo 17, said, "One of the most aggravating, restricting facets of lunar surface exploration is the dust and its adherence to everything no matter what kind of material, whether it be skin, suit material, metal, no matter what it be, and its restrictive friction-like action to everything it gets on." Alan Bean, Apollo 12, said, "After lunar liftoff, a great quantity of dust floated free within the cabin. This made breathing without a helmet difficult, and enough particles were present in the cabin atmosphere to affect our vision." NASA have reported problems were experienced during Lunar Roving Vehicle (LRV) excursions, with much dust being kicked up and covering exposed areas, leading to increased friction at mechanical surfaces. The resulting abrasive effect of dust increased wear and tear, which significantly limited the lifetime of surface equipment. From the recovery and examination of parts from Surveyor 3 during Apollo 12, it was found that dust accumulation and adhesion were greater than anticipated on both aluminum and painted surfaces. Images of the Apollo astronauts show that their pretty white spacesuits became really dirty after relatively short periods outside. Before. After. Alan Bean said of spacesuits, "Dust tends to rub deeper into the garment than to brush off." Conclusion. This is going to be a problem. We evolved to cope with the conditions on Earth, and every little contact with materials far away from what we're used to will be a problem. Over a few days on the moon, probably no big deal, but a long-term colony will have to seriously consider how to deal with this. 83K views. View 5,413 upvotes.